Welcome to The Mind, the Cure Protocol for August 26, 2026. We begin with what changed, not merely what was announced. One movement in this path has already reached care. The rest are research signals that could open the next path, but each still needs proof. We will start close to real people, then trace the evidence back to the targets and questions that matter next. This protocol is a living loop. People bring the questions that matter. Direct evidence changes the map. The source ledger remembers what we have already seen and checks the original date before calling it new. Every signal ends with one practical next action, the experiment, validation, collaboration, or care decision that could move it closer to real benefit. Jazz Pharmaceuticals announced US FDA approval of Ziihera, zanidatamab-hrii, in 2 first-line regimens for HER2+ advanced gastroesophageal adenocarcinoma, used either with or without Tislelizumab plus chemotherapy, for IHC3+ and IHC2+ ISH+ disease regardless of PD-FLEL1 status. In the AI curing disease bigger picture, these decisions operationalize a more engineering view of cancer by validating targeted, combination-specific response regimes that AI models can be trained to predict and optimize, reducing trial and error search. From the last economy lens, the approval marks a phase transition in the HER2+ treatment landscape, shifting disease management from heuristic tuning towards system-level, inversion-style optimization of biological constraints, receptor targeting plus immune context modules, rather than treating each case as an isolated problem. For people within the stated indication, this is now a regulated care option. Treatment decisions still belong with patients and clinicians. Approval establishes regulatory status for the stated indication, not proof of superiority or the right choice for every person. Next, watch real-world uptake, safety, and outcomes within the approved indication. Nature Biomedical Engineering reports that researchers mapped tumors, neuron and malignant synapse determinants in intact human glioblastoma tissue and identified TRKB-driven synapse-associated programs at the tumor-brain interface, then used that target to design intracavitary RNA delivery that prevents glioblastoma recurrence. If confirmed, this could help clinicians see disease signals more clearly and focus the next decision. The useful part is precision, not magic. A clever sensor still has to prove it helps a real clinic make a better decision. Next, show in independent studies that the measurement improves a real clinical decision. Haisco announced an exclusive licensing deal with Centivera, a new U.S. venture founded by Population Health Partners and ARCH Venture Partners, granting it global rights, excluding Greater China, to develop, manufacture, and commercialize Haisco's preclinical drug. The package is valued at $1.5 billion plus, including an upfront payment and $75.89 million equity stake. In the bigger AI4 disease picture, this is the kind of translational engineering handoff that AI-driven target discovery and model-guided optimization ultimately require to reach phase transition like clinical viability, turning disease from a biological mystery into an executable system problem. Read through the last economy lens, the investment transfer mechanisms invert where intelligence sits, from discovery owners to development builders, accelerating the market phase threshold where promising mechanisms become scalable interventions. If this holds up, it could give researchers a clearer target for the next experiment, validation step, or collaboration. The useful part is a clearer target, not a finished solution. Independent evidence still has to do the hard work. The next question is whether independent evidence confirms the finding and shows a responsible path toward real-world use. The practical read is simple. These are signals, not promises. But each one is a concrete target that researchers, clinicians, engineers, funders, and the people most affected can connect to a next step. Keeping the evidence visible is how the cure protocol stays current without pretending the work is finished.